All right, so we take one Esmeralda, which means God's nation of Israel. We're speaking to the so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, telling our people that it's time to wake up. It's time for us to come back to the laws that you remember for the most time. It's time for you to wake up out of your sleep. Our people have been asleep for over 400 years, oblivious to the fact of who we are, oblivious to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, not knowing what's required of us and why we're facing these forms of adversity in our everyday life. Why did slavery have to transpire? Why is it police brutality in our community? Why are our communities infested with gang violence, drugs, alcoholism, prostitution? Long Beach Boulevard is infested with nothing but negativity. Why do our people face these atrocities on a day-to-day basis? It's so much. We normalize it.
It's the homestead, right?
It's all in Long Beach Boulevard. Look at our young women up and down Long Beach Boulevard. You think it's supposed to be normal? That's the sad part about our community. We normalize oppression. We normalize tribulation. We normalize these atrocities that we face on a day-to-day basis. And that's why we continue to go through it. Until you get to a predicament where you realize this is not normal, that's where change begins to happen. That's when we begin to wake up. We get out of this predicament. See, we turn the negative into, get Isaiah chapter 5. In order for people to cope with the setbacks, in order for people to cope with the negativity, we turn the negatives into something positive. And so much we compete on how much negativity we go through. You got folks from Chicago that come to LA, and y'all really got it good over here in LA. Y'all ain't going through what we going through in Chicago. Then you go to DC or Baltimore, and y'all compare hoods to validate yourself. Who has it rougher? Y'all compare even within LA. Oh, you grew up in Compton, you grew up in Watts, you grew up in Inglewood, South Central. You a West Side nigga, you an East Side nigga. Right. We compare our tribulations, not realize we all going through the same thing. We're going through the same setbacks, we're going through the same oppression. No matter what hood you go through, even if you go international, you go to West Africa, you go to the Caribbean, you go to Brazil, our people are going through the exact same thing. Right. What DJ Quick says, just like Compton. Right. Meaning no matter what hood you go through, your people are going through the exact same thing. Here we are here in Compton right now. October 26, 2024. And our people are going through the exact same thing. Right. But get that scripture I told you, Isaiah 5:20, Romans 13:11.
So book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Now salvation is coming to them.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Now much success.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
He said, woe meaning destruction. Destruction is coming to those who decides to flip it. Turn the negative into something positive. That's what our people do on a day-to-day basis since we've been here. Even before that, we like to turn things that are wicked and make it into something positive. Hence the holiday y'all about to celebrate in the next couple of days, Halloween. I don't even know how you turn that into something positive. Y'all turn all these evil customs and make it into something positive. Y'all turn the aspect of you killing your own people. You kill your own brothers. And you turn it into something that's worth repping, something that's worth a badge of honor. It's so much. You got people that's not even from LA striving to be like folks from LA on the negative aspects. We repping different hoods. You ain't never seen Compton. You ain't never seen South Central LA. You ain't never seen none of these hoods in LA, but y'all repping these hoods. You never been to none of these hoods, but y'all repping these hoods with your heart. You never been down Rosecrans. You never been down Crenshaw. You never been down Slauson. You never been down Western or Long Beach Boulevard. But y'all repping all these hoods, and you're not from the community. Y'all not repping the positive aspects of LA. Y'all not repping the consciousness of LA. The great minds that come out of LA. Y'all know what y'all repping when y'all say y'all from LA? Y'all repping the drugs. How many hoes you can get? Right. How many hoes we can run through? That's what we talk about when we say we from LA. How many of your own people you chipped off? Right. What hood you from? That's what we represent when we talk about we from LA. That's what the Most High says destruction of those. They're called evil good and good evil. That's why we stay in this predicament. Because look at what you're proud of. Look at what you hold dear to yourself. You're willing to die for a hood that will never die for you.
Man, bring that out.
I don't care if you're from LA, you're from Chicago, you're from Baltimore, you're from DC, you're from New York. You're willing to die for a hood that will never die for you. You get locked up. Guess what? Where your homies at? They writing you?
Negative.
They checking in on you? They making sure you keeping your head up? Nah, they checking in on your girl for sure. Your crib. Are they looking out for your kids? They looking out for your offspring? They're not doing none of that. Right. But you didn't put your whole life on the line for brothers that don't care about you. See, when we down, it's all good, right? But when you're on your come up, when you start to do better, them same people not gonna be with you.
Facts.
Our people love to see our own people at the bottom. We hate to see our people do better than us. That's why we stay in this predicament. That's why when people decide they want to get out of the community, they want to do better, they say, "Oh, you forgetting about the hood. You forgetting about your kinfolk.
You think you better than us?"
And they try to bring you back into that mindset. You start getting survival's guilt.
Man.
You ain't really from here. You an outsider, man. What? I thought, matter of fact, I did more for all of y'all than y'all ever did since you've been here. But our people want to pull somebody that wants to make some progress, that wants to do better. That's why the Most High said, look, destruction is coming to them. Destruction is coming to we're in a destructive mindset right now. No matter where we go, our people have the same common thought. That negative is good. Think about the music we listen to. What do they say in the music? Show me something positive on the mainstream that's being said or conveyed in our music. All I hear is niggas ain't this. Right. These bees ain't this. It's about catching a body. It's about coming up on your own homie's girl, right, or another man's woman. What else? What else? Give me something positive.
Right. It's not there.
There's nothing positive. But we're hearing this on a day-to-day basis. And when we hear this and constantly hear this, we condition our mind into thinking that this is normal.
Right.
We think killing our own people is normal. Let you talk about killing white people in music. See if it won't be an uproar. Let you talk about killing all these other nations in music. And you just say, it's just my art. It's just a representation of my life. That's what we say. That's how we normalize killing black men. It's just a representation of my life. I'm just conveying my art, things that I see. Think about how easy it is for people to just glance over the fact you just killed another black man or you killed another Latino man. It's so normal. You don't even pause the song like, well, he just said he chipped somebody.
Right.
He just said he killed his own kinfolk. We listen to the drill music. They ain't really talking about real bodies. They talking about black men and Latino men they actually killed. And we walking down up and down the street bumping with our chest poked out. We amped up about real life activities that transpire against your own people. Get that Romans.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep.
He said, now it is high time. Don't procrastinate. Our people love procrastinate. We love waiting to the last minute to bring change. That's why we always stay behind. You wait till your very last day to take some type of initiative. In so much, Christ even found it necessary to give a parable about that. He said it was 10 versions. 5 of them had their oil, the other 5 waited to the very last minute to go get their oil. That's black people today. Right. And when Christ come back, what you gonna do? Hey, let me borrow some of your oil. Nah, this for me. This how I'm gonna get in. This my ticket.
Right.
You ain't from the hood, man.
Right.
He ain't gonna let me have none of this oil.
Right.
What you had years to get your oil. You had a lifetime to get your oil.
Bring it out, Doc.
And you want to say I'm not really about it because you ain't put your work in. You
Bring
ain't put your brick down. We all got the same opportunity to bring change. It's the fact of where your mindset is at. Right. The Most High is giving you a life advice. Right. If you want change, you have to bring change.
That's right.
He said you have to wake up out of your sleep. Stop waiting. Stop waiting for somebody to put something in your hand. Go get it. Make it happen. Read one more time.
And that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
This is the issue I have with black men, with Latino men. We became so dependent. We became so entitled. In so much, we don't even move unless somebody gives something to us. We don't even move unless somebody gives something. We always waiting for handouts.
Right.
We're waiting for all these. We waiting for GR benefits.
Right.
We're waiting for that Section 8 housing. We're waiting for the WIC to kick in. We're waiting for the EBT, the food stamps to kick in.
Right.
Matter of fact, bro, it's so sick, bro. You won't even get a job because you might lose your benefits.
Man.
Right.
Like, hey, I don't need them. I don't need no job, bro. Then I'm gonna lose my food stamps.
Right.
That's the mindset of our people.
That shit crazy.
My brother the Manawak brought out a prophecy. It said, if you keep the commandments of the Most High, you're going to be the head and not the tail.
Right.
You shall be the lender and not the borrower.
God.
Right.
But what happened to our people? We borrowing all over the place. We at the bottom with our handout. We waited. We at the bottom with our handout, waiting. Waiting for things, waiting for handouts, waiting for our oppressor to put clothing on our back,
Bring it out.
to put food in our mouth.
Right.
Everything, we become dependent on every single thing.
Bring it out.
I don't think we live in good.
I got a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. What's that, Hosea 1?
Hosea 4:1.
4:1? This is the issue. It says, for now is our salvation. Read that from the top.
And that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we
He
believe.
said now, right now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Y'all can choose to ignore us all you want.
Man.
In all honesty, we out here for love, but it doesn't make any difference as far as what's going to transpire. Everything is in the hands of the Most High.
Bring
We're
that
just
out.
doing our job. We're doing our job trying to show you and bring you back to the fold. So you can choose to look past the goal that's right in front of you. Y'all
Man.
talk about y'all want success. Success is right here.
Right.
Y'all talk about how you want to get out of oppression, how you want to get out of this circumstance, and you walking right past it.
Bring it out, Doc.
You closing your eyes. The alarm clock's right here to wake up to success, and you just keep pressing snooze.
Right.
I don't want to hear it. I want to sleep. What's that? The slothful man folding his hands. Slothful man wanted.
That's Proverbs.
Wanted, but have nothing. Anyway, what I give you?
The book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
26 and 13.
For the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
Most High said he has a problem with the inhabitants of Compton, with the inhabitants of South Central LA, the inhabitants of California. He said he got a problem. What is this problem?
Because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the
He
land.
said there's no truth. Meaning everything that circulates within our community is a lie. Think about the customs that you about to celebrate this holiday season, right? You about to keep Halloween completely a wicked custom,
Christmas.
demonic in every aspect. But our people like to turn it into something positive. There's no way you can turn Halloween into something righteous. There's no way. But our people will find a way. We'll find a way to turn something that's demonic, that's completely wicked, into something positive. Y'all get scared out of all these possession movies, all these demon movies, but yeah, y'all keep the custom of it.
Right.
A custom has to do with sacrificing little children. Y'all don't understand the origin of trick or treat? They were sacrificing your kids. They was leaving jack-o'-lanterns on your porch. They was marking you down. This is the customs that was happening. And they was offering you to their gods. Well,
Man.
and our people turn this into a positive celebration. It's for the kids. That's how it started.
It was for kids.
It was definitely for the kids.
Crazy work.
but in a whole different type of way. We want to talk about Nightmare on Elm Street. These are real customs. These are real serial killing. This is where the serial killing movies get they stories from. They was taking kids and they was sacrificing them.
For sure.
To what's the guy? Samhain. They was keeping these customs. We talking about Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. That's what they was doing. Talking about Pennywise and It. This is what they was doing. This is where all these serial killers stem from. The custom of Halloween. When did they release these movies? Around Halloween.
Around
right?
Halloween.
See, a lot of these movies are a depiction of real life. Either they talk about stuff that's transpired in the past or things that's going to transpire in the future. Most of this stuff, these serial killer movies, is stuff that's already occurred. And you celebrating on a day-to-day basis. Excited. Y'all about to go party tonight, right? Y'all got your costumes ready. You got your fit ready. You ready to go party in this wicked custom. The Most High said, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. Nothing good comes out of Halloween.
A lot of people die on Halloween. That's the night when people go get their money.
A lot of people go missing.
Man.
Where do you think they at?
A lot of women go missing. Children.
That was another thing. They were taking children and they was taking virgins.
Yeah. Man.
They do. Y'all think this is over? Y'all think this is ancient cut? They still doing this stuff in the middle of random woods.
For sure.
They still doing burning stuff at the stake. They still doing these customs. It's not no mystery or none of that. This is stuff that's happening right now. And our people like to be oblivious. It's just for the kids. Christians like to turn everything wicked into something positive. They turn it from Halloween. Matter of fact, the name Halloween is out of pocket. You're calling it a Hallow, which means holy, and Eve, which means evil. You're calling the most wicked custom that the nations celebrate holy evil. That's the wickedness of Christianity today. Well, we like to turn the most wicked of customs into something positive. We want to throw Christ's name on it.
Man.
How many of these people honor me with their lips and heart is far from me? I need to hear that. We turn the most wicked custom and we want to stamp the name of Jesus on it. One of the most righteous man that ever walked the earth, we want to stamp him on the most wicked custom on the face of the earth. Don't get me started with Christmas. That's Jesus' birthday. No, it's not Jesus' birthday.
Bring it out.
It's Nimrod's birthday. But we want to throw Christ on everything in order to get everybody involved. In order to get the pagans involved, in order to get the Christians involved, in order to get the world involved. It's all political. It has nothing to do with righteousness. It has nothing to do with what that said for Lord. It has to do with bread. It has to do with finances and control. But our people, our mind is so minute right now that we just think it's just a regular day. No, this is to keep you, first off, keep you from the Most High. Because you know what happens when you're away from the Most High? They can do whatever they want to. We gotta try to stay away from their power source because we can manipulate them, we can control them, we can abuse them, we can get them to work for us and do whatever we want to them. But once they join with the Most High, then that's what we can do. You think the white man doesn't know this? You think he doesn't know your history? You may not know your history, but your enemy knows your history. You may not know who you are, but your enemy knows who you are. That's why it says it's high time to awake out of sleep. Right. It's high time, meaning it's imperative. Stop procrastinating. Stop thinking tomorrow's gonna come. No, you need to wake up right now because you don't know what's happening tomorrow. You don't know what's gonna happen next week.
Well, we carry AK, black brothers, M16.
What'd you say, brother? What'd you say?
We carry AK, M16, that's our mind, you heard? On God, on shit. I love y'all for that. Man. Yeah, like fucked up.
Yeah, but hey, so let me ask you a question, man.
Yes, sir.
You keeping Halloween?
Oh yeah, I fuck with him. Something.
You gonna keep the custom of Halloween?
I love God first. The hell's the Halloween. Yeah, they can holler hell back. You know, they can holler hell back. God's good, you know.
All right. Yeah, get that. Where do I get that? Yeah, read that.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 8.
Bring it out.
This people draw nigh unto me with their
All right,
mouth.
stop right there. So you say you love God, right?
And you said
I
you
love you.
love God, right?
God first. Fuck everything else.
Everything else, I just want to hear you
God
love
first.
God, right?
Yes.
And are you going to keep Halloween?
I don't know, bro. You keep talking to me. I'm a new fool every day. I learn something every day.
Well, this is what Christ says. Read it from the top.
Book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 8.
Bring it out.
This people draws nigh unto me with their mouth and honors me with their lips.
He said, these people honor me with their lips.
Yeah.
Well, every single day,
Yeah.
everybody's going to keep the custom of Halloween. They're going to party tonight. They're going to do all this stuff. Be
Man.
around the halls. They're going to be drinking. We're going to do everything.
work.
Do it up, right?
That work.
And then what they're going to do tomorrow? They're going to be repenting tomorrow.
Yes.
They're going to be singing praise
Yes.
songs to Jesus.
Yes.
They're going to be. But
God.
yesterday, they was doing all types of demonic stuff.
Oh my God, bro.
Tonight, they're about to do all types of demonic activity, whether they're aware, whether they're unaware.
I'm hungry. I'm gonna go across the street.
But now, read it.
Y'all good?
But their heart is far from
He
me.
said, these people honor me. You love Christ? You love Christ?
I love you.
He says, in John chapter 14, verse 15, he says, you love me, keep my commandments, right? He said, these people honor me with their lips. This is Christ talking. But what did it say?
But their heart is far from me.
He said, but their heart is far from him. Why is their heart far from him? Because we're not doing anything that Christ told us to
Rap
do.
on it.
We're doing everything contrary to Christ.
Rap on God.
But we got the nerve to say we love God.
Yes, we do.
We love Jesus Christ.
Yes,
I love
we do.
Jesus and his precious
Yes.
blood. I love everything
Yes.
that he's done for me. He came, died on the cross for me.
Bro.
But then you did everything that he came to die for you to take me from.
Yeah. Nah, you good. That's enough.
You're pretty much disrespecting
I love you,
him
Black.
coming down and
On my
assisting
mama,
us
man.
in this process
In
of
God we
repentance.
trust. Y'all be black. Say Santo. On God. For real. I grew up right here, bro. All this. In the 60s. Oh, God bless you, brother. Bless you.
Hey, brother, but check
Yes,
this
God.
out, man.
You guys are good.
But check this out. More than anything, that's fine.
Yeah.
But what we want to do is see you repent, brother.
Man.
we want to
I
see
do that,
change.
bro. I do. God.
We can't be lukewarm. We can't say we love Christ and then we over here doing satanic
that part.
activity.
We don't have his power. We're sinners
He
at
said,
birth.
give me lukewarm.
But God is good. Yeah, roll. You guys are solid,
But
man.
yeah, check
I love
this
you.
out.
I love you. I love you. Yeah, I'm hungry. Look at
Book
you.
of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 16. So then because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
So he said you can't be on this side and on this side on the fence of making a decision of which path you're gonna take.
I've been
It's either
there.
you're gonna be righteous
Yes.
or you're gonna be wicked.
Fake gonna be for real, gonna be what?
He said, let your yay be yay, or let your nay be nay. But you gotta decide because the people that are lukewarm, Most High judges them the worst.
And guess what?
You're in a worse predicament than a person that just like, he's going to continue.
He's
to
a
sin.
black
He's
man.
You're going to go down that
Jesus
path.
is black. God is black. We black.
That's not front for
Bad
Christ,
is
man.
bad.
Let's be
bad.
all in.
Mixing with
Let's
any
be
race, come back
100%
black.
about our righteousness.
Yes.
We're going to make mistakes. We got setbacks, but
Yeah, but
nonetheless,
keep
the
praying.
aspect is to repent and
Yeah,
turn
bro.
back to the
Keep
law,
praying.
statutes, and
Yeah.
commandments of the Most High.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes. I love y'all, man. Let's go. All right.
All right, well, I'll leave you to it, brother.
Man, I
hope
love
you
y'all,
repent,
black.
man.
I hope that can be a blessing. Set.
Keep the commandments, brother.
Man, grow on God. You guys grow on God.
We gave him one out.
Yes, sir, bro. We want to see you do well, brother.
Bro, I like
Wanna
y'all
see you
too. I
succeed.
love y'all too. That's why y'all the best. I'm glad y'all like. I'm glad.
I'll praise to the Most High.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 24 and verse 30. I went by the field of the slothful and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding. And lo, it was grown all over with thorns, and nettles had covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. Then I saw and considered it a well and looked upon it and received instruction. Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. That's the issue with our people. We like to sleep in. Right. We like to procrastinate. We like to wait till the last minute. But got the nerve when issues happen and when issues arise, the nerve to complain to the Most High. God ain't never came through for me. God ain't never helped me through my setbacks. You had all this time to make the decision to make it happen, to go to work in order to bring the change that you want to see. Right. But you wait till the very last minute. I'm gonna sleep in. Right. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Right. Your health is on the line. I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow. Right.
Tomorrow turn into next week. Next week turn into next month. Next month turn into next year. And then it just turns into you just BS your life away. We talk too much. We talk way too much. That's why change never happens. In the black community, we talk way too much. Talk to the lips. What's that? Proverbs 22 or 14:27, I believe. I got 23. Proverbs 23. We talk way too much, and that's the issue that the Most High has with us. If we want change, we're gonna have to bring the change that we want to see.
Bring it out.
You can't be talking about how you want to serve the Most High and you about to keep Halloween. You about to keep Thanksgiving. This is the slap in the face to my people. You keeping the most out-of-pocket customs. Like when you don't even have to do no thorough research to see how wicked these customs are. You don't have to put your thinking glasses on and do anything thorough. You can literally just hop on Google, one search. The first thing that pops up, it'll show you the origins of these customs. The origin of Halloween. All you gotta do is look. Just observe what you're doing on Halloween.
Right.
Just observe what you're doing. That shows you how sleep our people are. Just observe Thanksgiving. A nation has to do with the destruction, the massacre, and the genocide of your own people. You know they was killing black people on Thanksgiving too.
Right.
You know your people were still serving them on the first Thanksgiving dinner. Your people were still being oppressed, so-called blacks. Y'all want to exclude yourself from the Thanksgiving situation. You was a part of the massacre too. It's a slap in the face to your ancestors too. Boy, that was Native American. That's first of all, that's disrespectful. You knowing and you still wanted to participate because you think that your ancestors wasn't a part of it. This is a day that commemorates the destruction of your own flesh and blood, your kinfolk, your people. Y'all want to know? Y'all want to say pass the yams, pass the peas, pass the collard greens, pass the turkey. On this day that commemorates the genocide of your own people, your ancestors. You want to say Black Lives Matter? It don't matter to you. Our people got nerve. The stuff we say, but there's no weight behind it. We say a lot, but a lot of nothing at the same time. We talk about black love, black excellence, but we do nothing that backs it up. We say that we need to love each other, but where is the love in your heart? Where is that in your actions? I hear it in your words. Christ don't want to hear that. He don't want to hear how much you love him because your actions show otherwise. We always talk about how much we love God. He said they honor me with their lips. He said, but their heart is far from it. He said it's not even close.
Right.
I hear what you're saying, but I see what you do.
Bring it out, huh?
That's why he said in Hosea chapter 4, verse 1, he said, I have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land because there's no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. Hence why you keep it Halloween. Hence why you keep it Thanksgiving. Why you keeping Christmas. Why you keeping Valentine's Day. All of these customs that you uphold, they're wicked. Like literally just wicked. What you got for me?
The book of 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
Talk no more exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed.
Read it from the top up.
Talk no more exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed.
It said out of... One more time.
Book of 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 3. Talk no more exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth.
Right.
For the Lord is a God of knowledge.
Right.
And by him, actions are weighed.
He said actions are weighed. It ain't about what you say. Ain't that right? It ain't about what you say. Right. We all said plenty of things. When we go on those job interviews, we say, I'm the man for the job. But when you put on it, when you get the job, you don't know what you're going to do. You just want the job so you can provide for yourself, right? So a lot of us are doing the same thing to the Most High. I can do all these things. I can make it happen. I'm going to show up on time. You late the first day. You late on your first lunch break. Matter of fact, some of us, we don't even show up. Right. But you know what's crazy? We talk about how much we need the job.
Man.
How many of us talk about, man, if I could just get this job, if I could just provide for my family, just put some food on the table, oh, I'll be so grateful. And then you get the job, what happens? You don't even show up. I worked in HR. A lot of people give you sob stories on a day-to-day basis. They'll tell you everything. I just got out the pen, bro. I just need you to look out for me. Everybody will tell you their story, bro. But how many people is going to follow through on what they said they would do? That's how the Most High hears our prayers. Most High's up there in HR. He's hearing all your complaints. He's hearing your sob stories. He's hearing all the stuff that you say you're going to do, but how many of us is going to follow through? Lord, I just need to provide. I need to buy some Pampers for my daughter. I need this job. Hey, Christ, give him that job. I would have showed up. I would have showed up, but, God, you know what I'm saying? The homies needed me to do a mission real quick. Most High looked out for you plenty of times, but you blew it. And even after you blew it, he gave you more opportunities. And you know what you did with that? You blew it again. And even after that, he gave you more opportunities. And you keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. You keep BSing your life and expecting success to happen. You keep procrastinating on what the Most High told you to do, and you expect the Most High to come through for you, even though he still does. That's the disrespect that we push against the Most High. We keep disrespecting the Most High for what he does for us, but what do you do for the Most High? A lot of people saying they're atheists because they say God ain't never came through for them. That's the issue. We got it twisted. We weren't created for the Most High to serve us. Although he assists us in everything that we do, we were created to serve the Most High. Get Ecclesiastes chapter 12. We got it twisted. That's the issue. We're entitled. That's why he calls us the children of Israel. We're the most spoiled children on the face of the earth.
Bring it out.
Say, because y'all childish. What did the scripture say? When I was a child, I thought as a child.
God.
I spake as a child, I did childish things. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. So-called black man, so-called Latino man. It says when you become a man, you put away childish things. Getting emotional about small things, that's childish. Hey, I don't like the way bro looked at me. That's childish. Matter of fact, that's emotional and effeminate.
Feminine, for sure.
We think because you in the streets you tough. You're not tough. You depend on your oppressor. You quick to put a gun on your own people, but let these cops run up in your communities. See how quick you tuck your tail, how quick you run. But we got so much heart against our own people. Let me walk up and down your community. Let me walk through your hood. See how quick I'm gonna get pressed. It's so bad. Our young brothers is pressing OGs now. Disrespecting OGs. It's no principles in this community anymore. We don't stand on nothing. We don't stand on nothing. We don't stand for anything. Matter of fact, our people don't even stand for themselves. They don't got no principles for themselves. It's complete chaos. That's why it says there's no truth, no mercy, no knowledge of God in the land. Black men don't have no type of backbone. You get tossed to and fro all over the place. So-called Latino man, you don't have no backbone. That's why our women don't respect. The women do not respect black men. And I can't. It's kind of hard to debate against it. Why shouldn't you be respected? When you're not doing what the Most High told you to do in order to get your respect. Most High told you how to get your respect. It ain't just because you're a man. It's because you handle your responsibilities. It's because you stand on something. It's because you have a backbone. It's because you have a source of where you get your power from. That's where your respect comes from. It ain't because you're a male. Because you come from the male species. A man is different. A man stands for what the Most High told him to do. That's a man of God. That's a man of the Lord. He's not a coward. He's not going to run and get emotional because somebody looked at him wrong. Because things didn't go according to plan, he gets emotional about it. That's what this community, our nation is filled with. Just emotional men running up and down the streets. That's filled with testosterone, letting off some steam on their own people. That's why the Most High say, he said he got a controversy with LA. He got a controversy with Compton, Inglewood, Watts. He got a controversy because there's no truth, no mercy. He said no mercy, meaning you don't even pity your own people. You don't even take into consideration. Hey, she bad, bro. That's your homie's girl. That's your homie's girl. He says no mercy. Like, she up for grabs, bro. What? She married, bro. It says no mercy. We don't spare nothing. It says there's no knowledge of God in this land. We don't even consider the Most High, but yet every day we say we love God. I can ask everybody on the street, everybody gonna say the same thing. My sister with the umbrella.
Ma'am, you got a question?
I don't want to put you on the spot, but I just want to ask you a question. Do you love God? How you know you love God? How you said on everything. How you prove you love God? Man. It says, and the scripture says, and hereby we do know that we know him, is if we keep his commandments. I don't know whether or not what she said is true or not. She knows that. The Most High knows. All I'm saying is everybody's going to say the same thing she said.
For sure.
On everything. Man. On hood. On my mama. On the set. On the set. On the set. That just said, I love y'all on the set, man. I love y'all. We all going to say the same thing. Hebrews included. We all going to say, hey, Most High Christ blessed. But it's a lot of brothers in the Israelite community that ain't doing what Christ and the Most High told them to do. Right. I'm pulling everybody's card. Right. It's a lot of people gossiping about other people's business in the Hebrew community. Right. Let's put everything on the table. Right. There's a lot of people that want to speak believers of the way for. Right. In the Hebrew community. A lot of adultery going on. So now let's really get down to business. How many of us really love the Most High Christ? Man. It sounds pleasant, it sounds good. It makes you feel less guilty for where your mind really is. Because if your mind could really convey exactly how you feel, a lot of y'all wouldn't be saying that. Right. A lot of y'all would not be saying that. If y'all actually really spoke the truth, it's that really nobody fruit, right? If we put everything on the table based off of your actual fruits and your works, it would not be a lot of love right there for people that said they love Christ and the Most High. And that's just the truth. Hebrews or non-Hebrews. It's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to bring some change. Did you ever find that top of the lips? Yeah. I might get that one.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 14, and verse 23.
Bring it up.
In all labor, there is profit.
Read it from the top.
In all labor, there is profit.
He said, in all labor. You hear that, my brother, with the Saints jersey? Yes, it did. All praise to the Most High, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So he said in all...
It was the word.
Right.
The word was with God.
Right.
119, 105 said, let their life be, let their word be a light to my people path.
Exactly. So we're not trying to be hearers of just hearers of the word, but what? Doers. But doers, right? And so he said, read it from the top.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 23.
Bring it out.
In all labor, there is profit.
He said, in all labor, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, in all labor, no matter what you do, you put some work in, you're going to get something back. You put no work in, you'll get nothing back. You put one brick in, you'll reap the benefits of whatever you put in. Read it from the top.
In all labor, there is profit.
Uh-huh.
But the talk of the lips tendeth only to penury.
Penury means poverty. So long as we spend our time talking about what we want to do, we'll never get to where we want to be. But our people have a habit. We got a nasty habit of talking. When we talk to our women, we make all types of promises, right? When we in the courting stage, when we dating, I can do this, I'm gonna get this for you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be this type of man. And then once you finally get what you want, where's that type of man at? We talk a good game. We do the exact same thing with the Most High. We be in the most worst condition, but we tell God, when this happens, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be this type of man, I'm gonna do this. And then let God redeem you from your situation. Where we at? What do? How do we act? Completely contrary. We go right back to what we was doing and end up right back.
Right.
It says a dog to his vomit.
Right.
That's why the Most High said, I got a problem with you.
Right.
Children of Israel, so-called blacks, Latinos, y'all keep doing the same thing.
Right.
And then praying to him. Say you don't hear the prayers of sinners. A sinner, meaning that becomes your lifestyle. It's not that you sin, it's that you're a sinner, meaning you continuously do what you've been doing. Without any pity, without any remorse, you keep doing that. It says a just man falleth 7 times. Man, he's not expecting you not to make mistakes.
Right.
But the fact is, you turn it into a habit. You're a habitual liar, a habitual sinner. And it gets to a point where you don't even think about it. Now it's second nature. Read it from the top.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 23.
Bring it out.
And all labor there is profit, but the talk of the lips turneth only to penury.
In all labor, there's profit, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. If you want to get a job, put the applications in. If you want to succeed, put the work in. If you want to be the best, you got to put your best effort in. You can't expect things to fall in your lap. If you want financial stability, you got to study and understand financial literacy. You got to know and study. If you want to get closer and have a relationship with the Most High, you can't expect the Most High to just appear out of nowhere and just give you a blessing. You need to search it out as what thus saith the Lord.
That's right.
Nothing's going to come to you. It says it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, therefore seek the Lord 10 times more. You got to find the Most High. You got to seek out the book of the Lord and read. You got to study to show thyself approved.
That's right.
That's the only way we're going to get this salvation. That's the only way we're going to get out of gang banging. We're going to get out of prostitution. We're going to get out of drug addiction, alcoholism, whatever vice that's attached to you. You get and you escape that by applying what thus saith the Lord. Be the change that you want to see.
The book of Titus, chapter 1 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
They profess that they know God, but in works they deny him.
He said they say they know God. My sister with the is that Popeyes?
Yeah.
How you doing? So you know God, right?
No English.
Yeah, my Spanish a little dry right now. Our people profess that we know God. We say we know God, right?
Right.
But what does he say? Your works do what?
But in works they deny him.
He's saying your works speak contrarily to that. Your works are the complete opposite. A brother said he loved God, but he about to hit up a Halloween party tonight.
Right.
He got all his shorties lined up tonight.
Right.
He said, hey, if she don't come through, I got her. She gonna come through for sure. And if she don't come through, I got her. She gonna come through. Everything's lined up. You got your bottle, you got your fit laid out. You got everything set up to go sin. You're premeditating how you about to sin. We about to roll up, got the eighth right here. The homies got some over there. Homie got the bottles. Everything's safe. How can we go wrong?
Wise to do evil.
They said, wise to do evil. You got a plan for how everything's gonna go tonight. When it comes to sinning against God. But you know what you about to do tomorrow? You about to praise God. You about to give praise to the Most High, especially after all the negative and all the wickedness you just committed. What's going on, brother? How you doing? You got a question? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Stand right here, brother. So what's up, man? What brings you over here, man? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know about the Israelites?
I heard about it. Yeah.
Okay. What you hear about it? Or what you hear about us?
Like my cousin, he had like jail and stuff. Like parents had like the Muslim and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm learning this shit.
And so, like, what were the key things that you took away from it?
Y'all from Liberty? Yeah. Y'all good? I know y'all good.
Right, get back to 22. You know the one? So that nigga goes here. So that's pretty much what we represent. We represent the Bible, Genesis and Revelation. Pretty much what God told us to do in regards to upholding his customs, his law, statutes, and commandments. That's pretty much our responsibility. And so one of the commandments that Christ is commanding to us
is the book of Matthew chapter 22 I'm going to start at verse 34.
Bring it out.
But when the Pharisees had heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, they were gathered together. Then one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempting him, and saying, Master, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love thy Lord, thy God, with all thy heart.
So stop there. So now, here's one thing you gotta understand. When you decide to do good, when you decide to assist your community, there's no it's gonna be resistance. No, you're gonna have haters. Wherever you for Compton. No, you wanna change your life around? No, either it's gonna be in your family, it's gonna be your peers, it's gonna be something that's gonna try to knock you off from this righteous path that you decide to take. Christ's example happened to be his own people, the Pharisees. They were Israelites. They come from the same stock as him, but the thing is, they're power hungry, and they see Christ as a threat. So they're like, man, we got to figure out a way to get him to stumble. We're going to ask him some hard questions, and hopefully he fails through that. If we can't, what we see happen, what happens when he succeeded through all of that, we got to get him killed.
Yeah.
So they try to get Christ killed. They set up
succeeded.
everything in order to get him crucified, and it happened. So now this is what I'm preparing you for, because you know a lot of us, when we think about serving the Most High, we think about just the good part about it, but it's also there's some weight that comes with it. Prepare thy soul for temptation. But now read Matthew 22 again.
Verse 37.
Uh-huh.
Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So the first thing you told him, what's the greatest commandment? He said, love the Most High with all thy heart and with all thy soul. That's what these brothers are striving to do. We're striving to repent from our wickedness. We're striving to repent from everything that's contrary to the Most High. He said, love him with all your heart. The Most High knows that you love him, and you know that you love God based off of what you do, based off of your actions. Are you upholding his commandments? Are you keeping his customs? You know about the Sabbath day? We're gonna talk about that. So his holy days, his high holy days, how we act among brethren. That's how we show we love the Most High. I'm gonna give you one example. I don't want to jump around too much. But Christ gave another parable, right? Where he talked about, I was sick, you came to visit me. I was naked, and you came to clothe me. I was hungry, you came to feed me. But they were asking, he was like, how would we be able to do this? We didn't ever did that. He said, when you did this to my people, therefore you did that to me. So we show our love for the Most High based off of how we interact with them. How I interact with my brother, how I look out with his family. If I look out for his family, I'm showing love to the Most High. If I look out for his family, you know what I'm saying? Check in on his pops, check in on his mom, check in on his brother. I'm showing love to the Most High in that same fashion. If I check in on my brother Iran, all of these brothers, that's how we show our love to the Most High. He's about to follow it up.
And with all thy soul and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as
He
thyself.
said, love thy neighbor as thyself. So what's that saying is, in order for me to love my neighbor, I also have to love myself.
God.
That's one thing that we lack within our community is self-love. That's why it's so easy when we're talking about haters, right? A lot of people, it's not necessarily that they hate you. They hate something within themselves. The Pharisees didn't necessarily hate Christ. They had an insecurity within themselves that Christ threatened. And so therefore they didn't show love to their people. When we go back into like ancient history with King Saul and King David, Saul didn't necessarily really hate David. He had a hate within himself, which was projected on David.
That's right.
So now when we hate our own people, it's really our inadequacies that we see. You know what I'm saying? So when these things do happen, don't take it to heart. Damn, why you tripping like that? Because you're exposing his insecurities now. When you move confidently, and when you're bold and you don't fall, you don't tuck your tail, now you start seeing people you thought was real ones, they're not real ones. You start seeing people that you thought was like, man, he was hard when I was oblivious. Now he's really a monster. You start seeing a lot of these things when you decide to walk with the Most High. When you decide to really make that righteous change, you start seeing the Most High exposes everything. It says what's done in the dark comes in the light. So people you thought was ride or die, or people you thought was really cool and solid, you're gonna start saying, hey bro, why you with this whole Bible thing? Why you with these Hebrew? They're gonna try to pull you back into what you was doing. I don't know your lifestyle. I don't know how. I just know we all in a city that filled with all kind of negativity. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to fall susceptible to everything. But when you decide to walk with the Most High, it's easy to get pulled back into that. So it's important that we're aware of these things. You know what I'm saying? So going back to what we stand for, that's what we stand for. Honoring the Most High with all our heart, with all our soul, upholding His commandments, and standing for the people. You know what I'm saying? Standing up for our nation, building up our community. I look out for his brother the same way he'll look out for my brother, our blood brothers, right? I'll look out for your brother, your family. Same same way that you would look out for mom. That's how it's supposed. You know who you have to the world from. You don't have to know if I'm from Baltimore, DC, or New York. You just know that I'm an Israelite just as you're an Israelite.
That's right.
Therefore, we're supposed to take care of each other, right?
That's right.
That's how it's supposed to be. And if we move with that mindset, no nation, no threat, nobody could pose a threat against us if we stood for each other, as the scriptures told us. You know what I'm saying? If I love my neighbor as I love myself. If there's self-love and there's love for the community and love for the Most High, how we gonna feel? You can't, right? So now, yeah, that's pretty much what we stand for as far as the mindset of things. And we do have certain customs and things that we do keep. So like one example was the Sabbath. So go to Exodus chapter 20. You got Exodus.
You gonna celebrate Halloween? Or you gonna celebrate?
Yes, and that's what we were talking about earlier, right? Where the Most High talks in Isaiah 5:20, he says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. It's crazy how we're quick to uphold, we call ourselves Christians, which simply means a follower of Christ. It's crazy how we're quick to shun the actual customs in the Bible, where you'll call somebody weird for keeping the biblical customs, but then our people will go around and keep a devilish custom, a demonic custom, that's Halloween. Not just Halloween, Thanksgiving is demonic too. You know the history of Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving has to do with the destruction and genocide and massacre of our own people. The Native American people. I mean, you know they have this in law to remove our people from and push them further west. And once they push them west, they disperse them and put them on reservations. They kick them out of there. Imagine you grew up in Compton, right? Imagine somebody coming to your crib in Compton, even though they do this. They come to your crib in Compton like, you gotta get up out of here. You can go to Linwood, you can go to Carson, you can go wherever you can figure it out, but you can't stay here. Like, bro, I've been here since my mama had me in this apartment. My mama had me in this crib. How you gonna tell me I need to get up out of here? How do we figure it out? If you don't want to move, this AR will get you moving. Right. This musket will get you. That's what they have. This musket will get you moving for sure. Or the rent increase. That's what they raise the increase. The thing is, they still do this stuff today. They just do it in different methods. Red line, gentrification. There's different types of ways they do it. But they did it on the most blunt level possible to the Native Americans. Either y'all get out, or we're gonna take this land by force. Y'all can decide whatever y'all want to do. Our people tried to war against them. Hey, bring the smallpox blankets in. Hey, bring your own people. Black people, they got black people to kill their Native American brothers. Who's warring against our own people? They got other Native Americans to kill Native Americans. And then after they got what they wanted, after they got the land and got a victory, what did they do? They celebrated a dinner. We're gonna call this Thanksgiving. We're gonna give thanks to their God. They're gonna give thanks to their God for the destruction of the Most High people. Imagine how much you're mocking God for destroying God's people and giving thanks to God for that. When we say we're Israelites, we're representing ourselves as the chosen people of God. And so now if you're committing genocide against God's people and you're celebrating a dinner, how you think God feel about that? Matter of fact, get Revelation 13:11. What I give you? Yeah, we're gonna get that. So I'm just read that scripture and then. So yeah, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, because we're under the conception that, or the impression, that Christ was born on this day. So therefore, right, and we love Christ. Some people don't even understand why we love Christ. Some of this stuff is spiritual. We do have a love for the Most High, but there's no understanding behind it sometimes. And so now the Most High is giving us understanding. He says, if you do love me, I don't doubt that. But there's ways to show that.
God.
You know what I'm saying? I can say I love my mom, but then my mom, when I'm young, she was telling me to clean my room. That's an aspect of me not showing love. My mom was telling me, hey, don't be kicking it with them. Don't be all up in these streets. Don't be doing that. And I do everything contrary. How am I showing love for my mom?
Bring that up.
You know what I'm saying? So now, okay, damn, me being a considerate son now, like, damn, my mom's really looking out for me. So let me do what she told me to do. Let me make sure this is clean. Let me make sure the ground turkey thawed out by the time she get home from work. You know what I'm saying? Just a little small thing.
Little thing.
Let me make sure the house smells good, whatever, stuff like that. Just to look out for my mom. She tell me, hey. But same thing. It's about when he tells you to do one thing and you decide to do other. I told you it was gonna happen when you do that. Hey, all right. I don't want to hear no talking. Possible. Now you gotta see the belt. Now you gotta see me with the hands now.
God.
Now we gotta run one. That's on my props for it. But now we see the balance, right? You see the virtuousness of a mother, but you also see the judgment of a father. And we see how we both, we need all that within a home. And you see, okay, same thing with the Most High. The Most High is graceful. The Most High blesses us in aspects, but he also judges us too if we don't follow through on what we say we're going to do. So now when we, going back to the initial thing with America and U.S. for committing genocide against our history.
Book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Who led us into captivity? Who that? That's the thing, man. We got to get to a point where we got to address who our real enemy is.
God.
We can't be like the people. The people be vague because you got to know who your enemy is. So you got to understand who's against you. Who's trying to destroy you. Who's trying to ensure that you stay destroyed.
Right.
So you got to address it because a lot of our people are the impression that Compton Pyros is our enemy. A lot of people think Compton Crips is our enemy. That Sage is our enemy. But now when you get down to the nitty-gritty of what really is happening, who is your real enemy? Who brought you here by force? Who's the reason you even have to gangbang in the first place to protect yourself? Huh? Yourself, that's a good one. But now it's something else. Who brought you here by force? Let's answer that question. Your parents brought you here by force? Your parents brought you here by force?
What nation of people?
What nation of people, what group of people brought you here? Okay, I can't like, so read that from the top. I mean, you may not know his.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
So now, when we get into the history of our people, we call ourselves Israelites. But our people, when you walk up and down the street, we don't call our people don't call themselves Israelites. And there's a reason for that. They were stripped of their heritage. They were stripped of the knowledge of who they are. Now we call ourselves black. We call ourselves Latinos. We call ourselves Native Americans. All these derogatory terms for a reason. So now it was a group of people under different names. You have the Portuguese, you have the English, you have the Dutch, you have the Spanish, you have the French, so on and so forth, which are all comprised of white nations. They all stem from the same Roman Empire. They all stem from the same Greek Empire. What we know today as white people, right? These are the same people that oppress you, strip you of your heritage, strip you of the knowledge of who you are, and the language which your forefathers spoke. The people in which they want to instill more violence within our community. That's why they drop full-grade, fully automatic weapons within the community. That's why they drop drugs into the community. That's why they enforce or they influence more prostitution, more alcoholism within our community to get us at odds against each other so we can go against that great commandment that Christ talked about, the love for your neighbor, right? So now, if I'm on the come on, I'm trying to survive, I'm going to do whatever it takes to survive. So they keep you in survival mode. If that means I gotta steal from you, if that means I gotta steal from her, if I gotta steal from my brother, then I'm gonna make it happen. So our people are constantly in a state of survival mode. Therefore, we're at odds against each other. So now, you'll see, and you're under the impression that, man, he just robbed me, or he just did this. He gotta be my enemy. In an aspect, you can say that, but now, what is the reason as far as why he's influenced to do that? There's more to it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not for us to point the finger to just be like, it's the white man's fault, but you gotta be aware of what the white man is capable of doing. You gotta be aware of what this country continues to do on a day-to-day basis. The enemy is yourself. You know what I'm saying? The true enemy is yourself because you're doing everything contrary to the Most High. Therefore, he says, he who sinned against me, he says, sin against his own soul, right? You're sinning against God, you're sinning against yourself. So you technically are your own enemy. There's form of accountability that we need to have, but you gotta be aware of who's adverse to you and proving on this. You gotta be aware of who's trying to keep you from thriving, who's trying to keep you from doing better and improving your community. Once you're aware of those things, you don't gotta play the blame game no more. You don't gotta be like, oh, it's the white man's fault, I'm at the bottom. It's not the white man's fault. I allowed this to happen. I allowed the white man to even get into a position of power to even think he has the authority over. So now, once I come into the understanding of what the Most High requires of me, I got power again. I have authority again, as the Most High set it up for me. I don't have to play the blame game no more. But I am aware that me on this journey to power, me on this journey to freedom, me on this journey towards success and waking up my people, there is an enemy. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be aware of that. You can't be oblivious. You can't just be walking up and down Rosecrans just thinking like, man, you know, stuff happens. Stuff does happen. But why does it happen?
Right.
Man, that's cold what the police is doing to our people. Why are they doing that? Why do they want to make sure you're scared? Why do they want to keep you in a state of fear, in a state of doubt? Because what does that do? You're not, when you, it's either two things. Either you move in an aspect of faith, or you move in an aspect of fear and doubt.
Bring it out,
When you're in fear and doubt, how can you be tapped in with the Most High? You know what I'm saying? But now, when you're in an aspect of faith, man, I don't got all the answers, but I know the Lord gonna make it happen. So long as I abide by what He told me to do, and I'm out here, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, the Most High is gonna provide. If everybody in Compton moved like that, bro, nobody will be able to stand up to you, just in this small community. Just in this small community, if our people operated like that, in an aspect of really relying on the Most High. When we let all these enemies come in and throw us off what we were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be aware. It's spiritual. What's somewhere to see? Get that. Because this is the thing, man. I can give you all this information. I know you got to go. I got to get back. Right. So I'm going to just give you this one scripture.
The book of Mark, chapter 4 and verse 14. The sower soweth the word, and these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown.
Right.
But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their heart.
Exactly. So now, this is the thing. I can give you all this information. I can give you the golden ticket to success. I can tell you, hey, bro, if you apply this, you're going to thrive for a lifetime. But now, once you walk away, that's where the battle begins. And now, I'm giving you game for right now because that's where you're going to be tested. You know what I'm saying? It says, Satan, what did he do?
It says, these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their
So
heart.
now, we talked about enemies. So now we talked about our physical enemies, but now there's spiritual enemies as well. Satan being an example. So now, Satan is adverse to you joining forces with the Most High. When you bringing change and you developing yourself and you walking that path of righteousness. So now you got to be aware of that. So now, you walking away now, you're aware that there's people, I can give you information, but brother just tripping. Whatever, it's going to fall to the wayside. You know, it was in Compton, Long Beach, Rosecrans. It was a cool combo. What else happens?
It says, and these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground. But when they have heard the word, immediately received it with gladness.
So now, this could be you too. When you will see, man, I'm an Israelite. I'm feeling inspired. I'm feeling good. But what happens?
And have no root in themselves, and so endure before a time.
It says, but endure for a time, meaning you good for a second because you got the dopamine that you're God's chosen people. That's a good feeling. God created me to be a special people. I'm an Israelite. That's a good thing, right? But now it says they endure for a time. Read.
Afterward, when affliction and persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended.
As I brought it out, if you try to do good, you're going to take that verse. This is the last one. This is what I hope for you. The last one.
Verse 18, and these are they, like verse 20. Yeah. It says, and these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it, and bring it forth fruit. Some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100.
Some 30, some 60, some 100. Meaning you receive the word. Not only did you receive the word, meaning you invested into the word. You developed from the word. You grew. You're like a strong plant. You see these palm trees? When the roots is strong in the ground. That's how you're supposed to be with the Most High. Where nothing can really knock you off. When you go through your adversity, as a man, bro, we all gonna go through adversity. We all gonna go through affliction, but it's only the proof. We're all being tried to prove, are we real gold or are we fool's gold? Do we love God or do we not love God? You know what I'm saying? It's all a test. And so now, when you try, you want to come out victorious. You want to come out as gold. You want to come out as a diamond when you go through that pressure. Read. Was that it? Well, yeah, so that's pretty much it, man. So we got to be aware of our enemies. We got to be aware of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And aware of who we are. We're the, the chosen people of the Most High. We're Israelites. But man, it was good talking to you, brother. What's your name? Sure, let's go. All right, brother. Yeah, check us out, brother. All right, for sure. Anybody coming up?
240.
So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, it's important that we turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. It's imperative and it's time for us to rise out of our sleep. It's time for us to bring and be the change that we want to see that we can succeed and rise to the occasion. And with that, I'm going to say, Kwame Yashua.
Kwame Yashua.